I can feel your presence, Master. Show yourself.
And I thought becoming a Force ghost would help me be sneakier.
I guess I am already able to feel your presence around me.
Good. That means you have made a deeper connection with the living Force.
I'm glad to see you again, Qui-Gon.
Glad to see you too, my young Padawan.
I'm afraid I am no longer young, or a Padawan.
No, I guess not. It's been quite some time since the last time we've seen each other.
Indeed. And you surely didn't come here for no reason, Master. What is going on?
You tell me. Your mind has been flooded with doubts recently. I sense that perhaps my guidance could help you resolve this inner conflict within yourself. Tell me, Obi-Wan.
I have just been thinking lately. The emptiness of Tatooine is great for contemplating.
About?
About Luke.
Is he all right?
Luke is doing great. He's living a quiet and peaceful life with Owen. He's grown up so quickly.
He already looks so much like his father, doesn't he?
Indeed. He's curious and adventurous, and he carries Anakin's spirit. He already dreams of life among the stars.
Just like his father.
They are so alike.
Is this about Luke or Anakin?
Both, I guess.
Do you still think about his fall?
I often ask myself, could I have prevented it? It still haunts me, Master. I can't help but feel responsible for his fall.
You put too much weight of responsibility on your shoulders, Obi-Wan.
I trained him, Qui-Gon. I taught him the ways of the Jedi, and yet he turned to the dark side.
Anakin's path was shaped by many factors, Obi-Wan. The choices he made were his own. You provided guidance, friendship, and support as best as you could.
Yet the signs were there, weren't they? His fear, his anger. I wonder, did I ignore them because of what he was prophesied to be? The chosen one. Perhaps I was too eager, too desperate for a prophecy to be fulfilled.
Perhaps we all were. Anakin was unable to let go of his emotions, that's true. You shouldn't forget, however, that the conflict Anakin faced was not only within himself. External circumstances influenced him as well.
You're referring to the Clone Wars? It feels like yesterday when we were generals on the front lines.
Yes. War can warp one's sense of self, distort the perception of right and wrong. Anakin was exceptionally strong with the Force, gifted in many ways, yet vulnerable. His fear of loss, his desire for control, these were magnified under the strain of war. The war provided the perfect breeding ground for such seeds of the dark side to take root.
Yet he thrived on the battlefield. His talents were unparalleled. I was so proud of him. And now, he is gone.
It is a hard lesson, Obi-Wan. Even the best of us can fall.
I remember the justifications we made. Each battle won, we believed, brought us closer to a lasting peace. But in truth, each step took us further from our principles. We were drawn away from our roles as peacekeepers, becoming soldiers in a war that was manipulated from both sides.
The Jedi Order lost its way long before the Clone Wars started. During my years with the Jedi, I saw changes that troubled me. The Order, once guided by the Force, became rigid, dogmatic, and entrenched in bureaucracy. They tried to treat the Force as something to control, something to indoctrinate. Instead of listening to the living Force, we followed a strict code that left little room for adaptation. We became a political tool for the powerful, and it blinded the Jedi to the growing shadows. We failed to foresee the rise of the dark side because we stopped listening to the Force.
And when the war came, it was already too late. We were never supposed to become generals.
It was a role that no Jedi should have been placed in, yet it was the reality of the time.
A role that we shouldn't have been placed in. I wonder if... Never mind.
Something else came to your mind, Obi-Wan.
A role that we shouldn't have been placed in. Luke is a bit older than his father when I started his training. He got the choice to join the Order, to become a Jedi. No other Jedi I knew was given this choice. They were brought in as infants. Their destiny was fully guided by the Force. I guess many would have declined if presented with the same choice as Anakin. But he accepted. He wanted to become a Jedi. But what if...
Yes?
What if Luke does not want to go the path of the Jedi? I cannot force him. Should I even place on him the same fate, the same struggles, the same burden as on Anakin?
It was the way of the Force that guided us. The same way it will guide him. You cannot predict where it will lead him, or force it to change the direction of his destiny. But when the time comes, if he decides to take this path, the path of the Jedi, you have to be ready to train him.
I will be ready, Master, and I'll do my best to be the teacher he needs.
It's a difficult task, Obi-Wan, but you are not alone. Many watch over you, and the Force is always with you. Keep your heart open, and you will find the way. I know that the stars might seem darker these days, but watch over him, and in time, you will see the dawn.
Do you believe Luke could be the chosen one? The one who brings balance to the Force?
I don't know. The Force moves in mysterious ways, but I believe in him, whether he is the chosen one or not. Trust in the Force, Obi-Wan. Trust in yourself. Trust in Luke.
Your words bring peace to my soul, as they always did, Qui-Gon.
Always glad to help, my friend.
Master, before you go, may I ask you a question?
You have but to ask.
Forgive me my curiosity. I just have to ask. What is it like to be on the other side? You know, being part of the living Force.
Well, it's hard to describe, but I'll try. When I died, my essence was integrated with this vast, unseen web of life. I was no longer part of the physical world, but I was still there. It was a strange feeling at first. Suddenly, you don't feel the Force flowing through your body. You are the Force.
Was it painful? The death?
No, I felt no pain. You slowly drift to the other side, and then there's...
A light?
You see, that's what I imagined too. The emptiness, a big white void. In reality, it's more colorful, or at least that's how I perceived it.
That sounds so beautiful and liberating.
It is. You also start to perceive time very differently. It doesn't flow the same way. It is not linear anymore. It moves like a river, swirling and bending, carrying echoes of the past and glimpses of the future. I can be in 100 places at once, and at none at the same time. You want to know what is it like to be part of the living Force? It is a pure balance. It is a harmony.
Thank you, Master. I'll remember what you said today. Your guidance has helped me navigate my uncertainty.
Just trust in the Force, Obi-Wan. It will always be there, guiding you through tough times. Just like me.
May the Force be with you, Qui-Gon. Always.
Farewell, my friend. May the Force be with you.
So, What do you think, our dear viewers? If you enjoy this video, please give it a like or subscribe to this channel, where you can find new videos like these every single week. See you soon, and as always, for the Republic.